Hey guys, Jenna here. Apologies for the sound quality and the video quality. I'm filming this in a hotel room in Nottingham at the moment. Just finished the first day of the tournament for Flashpoint and the Nottingham UK GT. A good day overall, 4 games played. I'll get on to that a bit later in terms of how I did today. Just wanted to start at first by saying that I've been a bit quiet in terms of new uploads and new content on Patreon and here. That's because I've been working on a new map. Mantic reached out to me directly to create a new map for them. It's all finished. It's been delivered. They're going to paint it up and finish it and make it look great. It's an illusion map, and they wanted something Forerunner themed, so I've pulled through a lot of influence from Halo CE, Halo Infinite, Silent Auditorium, as you will see the map played a big part in it as well, and even Halo 4 with some of the cross barrier designs. Looking, this light keeps going on and off, bringing a bit of Halo 4 into it as well. So I really enjoyed making the map. Now it's finished and handed over. I've been told I can finally put a video up and speak about it, and I'll just show photos as this video goes from now of the different things that I can show on there. But it's not finished 100%. It needs to be assembled by Mantic and painted, and then I'll get that done. Secondly, before I go into the tournament and how I got on today, I want to thank all my Patreons, everyone who follows and supports me over there. I'm not making huge amounts of money, but it just helps with getting PLA, making maps, creating new things, and being able to upload and share things. Regarding the map from Mantic, I will speak to them. Technically, they now own the map. They asked me to make it, so if I can share the STLs, I will. It'll be on them as to whether I can do that, so I'll come back and let you know. And so I had to sign an NDA, but I got shown some really cool stuff. Now, I'm very limited on what I can speak to. I checked with them what I'm allowed to say and not allowed to say. So this is the third cool thing that happened. Noble Team, I've seen them. They exist. They are 100 times better than I was expecting, and I had high expectations already. The models are fantastic. I'm not allowed to say anything else. That's as far as I'm allowed to go. I wish I could say more, but what I can say is whatever your expectations are for how you expect these things to look, it's higher than that. They were incredible. They were also trialing new game modes, and I got to see some of the behind the scenes of game modes that may be coming and adjusted in the future. Again, as much as I can say, other than some people are going to be very excited, and the ones that I've read through and had a little demo of were very, very fun, but they're subject to change. Some of them might get cut, but the ones I played, excited. Community is going to love it. So apologies there, my video cut off as I switched through apps to try and get the scores and a recap of what happened on that first day. So I played 4 games today. First game was against Brandon in Husky Siege. So the first 3 games that I played were all against ODST players with full ODST squads. The game against Brandon, a fantastic game. I think if I'd have played it later in the day, I'd be more prepared. I should have passed, which I did in later games and worked in my favour. But first game of the day, I just wasn't thinking, and I was just trying to take out a 5-man ODST team by using all my activations before he did, which was just never going to work. So I finished 14 points for me, 15 for Brandon. He scored an objective 1 turn from the end, like one of his activations from the end, to get 6 points and go 1 ahead, which was a bit gutting, but he was a really good game, really close. And yeah, he took the win on that one. So game 2, I played Rupert. Again, Husky Extraction this time, full ODST team. Finished 20 points to 16 to myself. All games, the 4 I played, I got the full 10 achievement points, so I won't bore you. We'll run through them in full detail. Game 3 then, I played Luke, which is the last of the ODST teams. We played VIPOP, and I think it was a bit of a struggle for him having the ODSTs, although they had greater numbers, and they are quite killy. I just wiped his people out near the end of turn 1, which meant that he had to bring someone on beginning of turn 2, and I would just wipe them out with my units, forcing him then next turn to bring on, and I would wait and force. So there's times where he'd have a couple of people off the board and he'd try activating others, and I would just pass and pass until it got to the point where he had to bring people on. So the team I was running was 2 Gunniers, one with a Spartan laser, one with a skewer, both with threat sensors and grapple hooks, and a Deadeye with concussion rifle and an overshield. So yeah, as soon as he respawned, his skewer or the Spartan laser was just killing his ODSTs immediately. So that finished 20 points to 9. A fun game again, but I think his team really struggled with that. And then the last game, I played Hayden in Husky Oddball, probably one of my least favourite game modes. And he was running a 3-man team, a brawler with needle rifle, the Gunnier with the sticky grenade launcher, can't remember the name of it right now, and Chief. He was the only person playing Chief today. His team, as he said, is built for oddball and objective kind of ones like that, so he was expecting to win quite easy. And a lot of other people on the tables next to us were saying that, yeah, the Chief team is built for this type of thing. So my surprise, first 20 points, end of round 2, I was 13 points to 2 up. Don't know how, but I was running away with it. I started getting a bit silly because I was there, like I said, not to try win the tournament, but just to have fun. So I started running him to Chief with the skull, trying to, melee him to death. A few times he had the ball later on, and instead of trying to shoot him or take it off him, I just kept shooting Chief because he was out in the open and killing him with Spartan lasers and skewers because it's fun. Hell of a collapse. My own fault. I lost 20 points to 13. So a nice solid 18-point swing in Hayden's favour. Saw him come back and win that last game. But it was a great day. 3 games tomorrow, starting first game of the day on King of the Hill, playing against Billy Jones, Billy Stones, I call him Billy Jones all the time, which will be the grudge match. We've played each other twice at tournaments, 1-1 at the moment. So it'll be fun going into that one and see who can take that. But 20 people turned up. It's quite a good turnout. There's a lot of snow and weather, and a lot of people had to cancel. So really good to see how many people are turning up and how big it's getting each and every tournament. But yeah, fantastic so far. I'm sat in 6th place. If I would have won that last game, I would have found myself in 3rd, which is just unbelievable because I always finish bottom 3rd. So yeah, 6 out of 20 so far. Enjoying it. 3 games tomorrow. See how we get on. But again, thanks to everyone who follows me, everyone on Patreon who chips in and helps me buy more PLA, make more things, and keep uploading it. And as I said earlier, that STLs, I'll see what Mantic say, but fingers crossed they're okay with it, and I can put out some of the Silaxes and the other terrain that I made. But ultimately, it's up to them. They've asked me to make it for them, and it's on them then what they want to do with it. But thank you for watching, and take care.